Tell us about your early life. What did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I started working at a very young age. My first job was a paper route. I worked a lot as a child. Worked in the family business when I was 12 to 14 and helping out throughout the years. Worked at my grandfather's restaurant from 14 to 18. Worked 40 hours a week during my senior year of high school, so I've always had good work ethic. I was always good at math, so I wanted to be an accountant. I watched my father in business and I always enjoyed watching him, and it interested me, and I wanted to be an accountant.
Talk a little about your education. Where did you go to school and what did you study?
After high school, I went to Muskegon Community College. At the same time, my brother Brent, who was just starting off in his career, offered me a position to work for him. So I went to work for him while going to school. I went to school for about a year and a half, and then I decided, instead of falling asleep in school, I'd pursue my career in the family business.
You're now the head of GH Printing. Tell us a little bit about the impact your parents have had on your life and your career.
My parents were very instrumental in that role. Growing up, they instilled a lot of good character and moral value in all of us children. I watched my dad in business. He used to take us along with him. He got us involved, and I just wanted to be part of that.
Since assuming the leadership role in GH Printing, how has it changed your view on the business world? Are things as you expected, or was it kind of an eye-opener?
You know, growing up in a family business, there was really no surprise to me. I saw what my dad had to go through, the long hours at work, the challenges that he had to face, so it wasn't a real surprise to me. I mean, I knew what I was getting into.
Are there times you feel you've struggled? What have you learned from those struggles?
There's been plenty of times where I've struggled. Early on, it was struggling learning the business. I knew nothing about printing and had a short amount of time to learn how to do the production aspect of it, and that's where I started out. So right from the beginning, it was a struggle, and what I found is you just have to work hard to overcome them.
Your title is president at GH Printing, but how do you see your role in the day-to-day business?
I guess I see my role as being a team leader. You know, yes, I'm the president, but in that position, I have to work just as hard as anybody. Everyone in my building, I have some sort of interaction with each day. Their jobs really depend on me. You know, what they do each day depends on me. It's like a big web, and I'm in the center of it.
Tell us your philosophy on risk.
Well, risk, of course, is a necessary thing. You know, without risk, there is no reward, whether it's asking a girl out on a date or buying a piece of equipment for business. You can't grow unless you take risk. Our business has always taken risk. My dad has shown us how to do that. He's always willing to take the risk. We are conservative in our approach, but we're definitely willing to make that risk.
How do you feel about working with your brothers and sister in the family business? Is it easy for you to separate business life from family life?
Separating business from family is not always easy. I enjoy watching my brother and sister, who are in different businesses, grow as people, grow as managers, and see the struggles that they go through and how they overcome them. It's exciting to watch. Brent and I have businesses that complement each other, and it's fun to work with him. We oftentimes agree. I worked for him in the past, so I know how he operates, and I respect him.
Tell us about GH Printing today. What are the greatest successes and what are the biggest challenges?
Over the last 5 to 7 years, we've watched many printing companies go out of business. So it's a success to be in this market and to strive and to grow. And that's what we've been doing these last several years. We have doubled in size. You know, we keep adding more equipment, we keep adding more jobs. So the company itself is a success.
Could you share your thoughts on GH Printing and the philosophy on giving back to community efforts?
I think giving back to the community is very important, both personally and in business. You have a responsibility to give back. As I do in my personal life, we do the same in business, because I do feel that God rewards those that give.
What advice would you give someone just starting off in business?
The advice I would give them is to be prepared to work hard, because as a business owner, it's important that you work harder than those that work for you. It's not easy. There's lots of challenges. To be successful, you just have to have that never give up mentality.
What sets GH Printing apart from its competitors?
Well, the first thing I would say is service. In today's age, and especially in the print world, a lot of times you're not dealing with a person, you're dealing with a machine. We have a dedicated person that will speak with you, guide you through, teach you. The other thing we do is we do what we say we're going to do. If we promise a job to be out at a certain day, we do everything possible to get it out that day. And that is something that's lacking in the print world. At GH Printing, we do what we say we're going to do.
Where do you see GH Printing in the next 10 years?
Well, that's a tough one, because I know what we're capable of, and I think we're capable of being 3 to 4 times the size that we are today. And that's what we're going to try to do. I would like to add more jobs. I'd like to add more printing equipment. And 10 years from now, hopefully we're 4 times the company that we are today.